Okay, hello and welcome back. My name is Guild Navigator, and you can't hear from my voice. It's somewhat early in the morning. I'm just so addicted to this Venice Let's Play, I can't stop playing it. So let's continue. I'm going to restart with a little bit of a slower speed at first, just to catch up again. Lack of commanders. So I was, should do a family member just for the additional crown power. So I've been looking into what I guess you could call them my competitors. I don't know what the right word is, because competitor sounds so like hostile. But I've been looking into other channels that do somewhat similar stuff to my own. I came across one that had actually recommended a video to me. It was called like Atreitus, I think. Atreitus. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's interesting because I wonder how much money you could make from this. That is, full disclosure, that would obviously be like just an incredible amount of fun if I could like pay for my gaming hobby by playing games. That would just be so sick. And then I wonder what like the kind of the ceiling on this type of content is. Because candidly, it's not really the type of content I consume. Like when I think to myself about what are the videos that I actually watch when I have time, it's kind of like uncondensed Let's Play content. I tend to only watch if it's maybe a Let's Player who I have like a long relationship with, so someone like a Roomba or Quill 18, etc. I wanted to build another fort, but I'm already so much over my fort limit. The temptation to fort max. If I went defensive instead of offensive, how would that change stuff up? I'm trying to figure this out. Let's see. It would give the fort defense and the fort limit. Okay, so I really definitely want defensive. And that's because I have military offensive doctrine. I think that's pretty good. The 5% morale is not bad at all. So if I lower my, goddamn, what's going on with my phone? If I lower my military spending, does that change it to defensive? That's weird. I don't really fully understand how that works. Oh, I guess I'd never sent you home. My bad, bros. Yeah, I very much want more people here in Venice, but I'm not sure how to make it more desirable. How could there possibly be unemployed peasants? Oh, they just haven't upgraded yet, probably. That would make sense. Yeah, so understandably, the clerics have the highest literacy rate. There just aren't very many of them, which is fine. My overall literacy rate doesn't seem bad. Let me see literacy. Does anyone know how historically accurate this literacy map is? I mean, I will say intuitively that this area seems really wrong. I'm very skeptical that the steppe in 1428, even the Russian part of the steppe, had a higher literacy rate than Hungary or England or Spain or Portugal. I mean, like, this seems pretty good, like the higher in northern Italy. You've done a good job raising your literacy rate to my vassals. That's pretty cool. It's pretty sick. Yeah, anyway, I was I've been wondering kind of what the ceiling on this type of content is. All of these variables I won't know until I keep doing it, which is fun. And that's always like for a long time I've been a huge believer in like a theory of just trying things. I don't know how else to articulate it. That like you pretty quickly find out like whether you're good at a thing or not, which is an underrated variable. Like in my experience, there are things that I am just good at, and there are things that I am not good at. And maybe if it's a thing I'm not good at, I could get better if I spend an enormous amount of time trying. But I'll never be like good at it. An example of this I think of is like anything athletic. I don't have hand-eye coordination. I could come up with like a million cope reasons for why. But the honest answer is I've never been particularly athletic as a person. So that's fine. I mean, that's just how it is, right? Similarly, I was in a PhD program at Stanford and in their business school, and like I ended up leaving after 3 years there because I had finished my coursework and I realized that the types of things I wanted to do, like theory stuff, I just like was not. You could just say like I was not cognitively talented enough to do it. Like you had to be like 3 or 4 standard deviations above normal in math, and I was not, right. I was maybe like 1 standard deviation above normal. So this is all to say that it's worth figuring out early whether you're good at something, and also usually you find out the constraints of the thing pretty quickly. Like you find out what is possible, what is impossible. So I'll be interested as I keep doing this to see kind of like where the binding constraints, I guess you could say, like click into place. It's definitely been very distracting, like looking at my YouTube analytics feed and stuff, because YouTube does an incredible job. They provide just an insane amount of detailed information. It's really cool. It is really quite impressive. I wonder how many levies I could raise from there. Well, I don't think it'll show me a detailed breakdown until I'm at war. These southern Bavarian people are just going to rise up and I'll just put them down. It'll be a single fort. I'm glad that they got rid of the dynamic where you took antagonism from recapturing your vassals. That was really annoying. I mean, not your vassals, your rebelling subjects. I don't know, just keep improving relations with people. Again, I don't think Serbia makes a ton of sense. I could do a vassal of mine. So every, what is this? Every additional vassal you're annexing, you get a minus 50% speed, and it's multiplicative, so it's not going to literally go to 0, but it does get aggressive pretty quickly. It's always worth topping up your relationship with someone to make sure that you're not missing out on any options. And then the overseas trade posts, I don't have any more of those I can build, right? Yeah. I really want this additional like trade range stuff. The ages are going to trigger. So it ends on 1437. It's interesting that there's such a huge demand good, like basically a shock to keep people from doing things. Is this another coalition? The same enormous German coalition again. Except for this time it's superior because they don't have the Byzantines, so I don't even have to worry about that at all. Let's see. Oh, and they're smaller. They don't have either Bohemia or Milan, both of which genuinely did represent, pretty significant problems to me. Yeah, I'll just raise all my levies. And then I think it does make sense to get some mercenaries. I think I'm going to take this. No, I can't do that. They're too far away. What about you? It's fine. Yeah, I'll just have to do my classic strategy. Except for hopefully at this point I don't have to, like I said, I don't have to go deal with the Byzantines. Which allowed them to consolidate their men in a way I don't like. They caught some of my men off balance. When does the mercenary army get here? I do think it makes sense to wait for this additional 1,600 men. Everybody meet up on the Mystery Coast. And now it's tasty snack time. So I'm of two minds on this. The first is that I suspect that the Austrian front is going to be where the biggest armies are. So part of me is tempted to just go pop that army there. I think I should, because these armies look a little bit weaker. But I really think that it's going to be on this front that I have the biggest problems. Okay, they're running away, so never mind. Nobody wants to fight me. My culture capacity has increased by 1. That's pretty significant. I couldn't fully tolerate the Greeks. That would be pretty expensive, and then I don't really have anyone else who it makes sense to. Okay, you're gonna hang out here because that's a pretty central location. Okay, let's see, where are they gonna go? It would not be great if they all team up into one giant army. I'm gonna go there. I can't tell if I'm gonna get in an engagement or not. I think I am. Yeah. Dude, beautiful. And now, of course, they have this 15,000 man army here. Yeah, this is what I was worried about, that they would put everyone into one giant mega death stack. For now, let's not do anything crazy. Am I going to get there first? The terrain would be to their benefit. There's no reason to do that. Ah, you probably can't see me because it's a mountain forest. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. How large are these armies here? I can't really tell. I think I would win that pretty decisively. Nice. A little tasty wipe. Another little tasty wipe. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. These mountain forest battles are just disgusting. I don't think... Yeah, so it's saying I wouldn't be able to win that battle against that 14,000 man army. Do I want to take out some loans? I think so. I'll take out like 1,000 ducats in loans. Because I would like to have, I think, another mercenary army here. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. I mean, that would be pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Like 10,000 men. Okay, I'll get that army together, and then, so it's saying the terrain would be to their benefit, but I think it's still, because I outnumber them like 10 to 1. But it was just going to be like a little, actually like nothing. They all got away. Okay, let's go join up with the new mercenary army that's being hired here. And then this should be enough to crush any army that appears. In the meantime, you should definitely deal with this. Because I very much do not want to lose that fort. Okay, let's see. Are you balanced? You were not. Let's go deal with this. Is this Bohemia? Please don't be Bohemia. I don't think that is Bohemia. Okay, they have a 7k army there. I would like to team you both up here. Fuck. That was not an engagement I wanted to take. I won it anyway, though. Which is, I guess, for the best. Okay, there is some stuff I need to deal with actually work-wise, so I think that this is a good place to call the episode for now, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.